Hey shaker makers, it's Demo Donna here with Queen & Company, and I am going to be using the Cupcake shaped card kit today. And this kit is awesome. It includes 4 dies, 4 of them, 2 outline dies, and 2 decorative dies to make your shakers. You also receive 4 cards and envelopes. I'm also going to show you how to create your own card when you've used up all the cards that are included in your kit using the outline die. And you also receive a stamp set, which is awesome. And I'm going to also be showing you these 2 really fun cards. This is a double shaker card. So you see you've got these 2 little shaker sections. And then I'm also going to be showing you how to create this fantastic card on a 5.5 by 5.5 card base. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this, and leave a comment below if you have any comments or questions. Enjoy! Now, once you run out of the cards that come in your cupcake kit, it is so simple to then create your own new cards. And you could obviously do that in white cardstock or any other color, which is really great because then you can really switch things up. So all you have to do is take the large outline die, which comes in your kit, and then just make sure, see this tiny little space here, make sure your cupcake is hanging over this space. So now I'm going to place this down on my plate. And I am going to take my washi tape to make sure that stays in place when I run it through my die cut machine. And again, I have this tiny little bit here where my die is coming over the top. Therefore, it will not cut over this fold. So now we're going to run it through the die cut machine. All right, once you've run it through your die cut machine, just go ahead and gently remove that washi tape which held the die in place, and peel off your outline die, and there you have it, your very own card base to replace the card bases that came in the kit. So it's really simple, and also a very fun thing to do with different color cardstock bases. I am going to be using the shaped card kit, and the cupcake shape is what I'm going to be using. And I'm also going to be using the Lucky and Love solid and the pattern paper. I just absolutely love this color palette. It's a really unique palette to all of the paper pads, so it's a definite complement to your existing Queen & Company paper pads. Now, what's really cool about this kit is you get 4 of your dies. You get 2 outline dies and 2 decorative dies to create your shakers. So to get started, what I went ahead and did, and you can see this is even a little crooked, is I took my larger outline die and I just cut out a piece of the paper I wanted to use for the base of my cupcake. So that is what I did first to get started. And I am going to be using the cards that come in the kit to show this first option. So this is going to be the base of my little cupcake holder. Now I'm going to add the top here. And so to create this piece, I used the frosting outline die. And I'm gonna go ahead and adhere that. Okay, and now I have the base of my cupcake. And how cute is that going to be if you want to repeat this on the inside of your card? So go ahead and cut those 2 pieces out again and layer them on the inside of the card for where you write your greeting. So next what we're going to do is create our shaker. So for this one, I am going to do the double shaker. So I am going to take my entire cupcake piece, and because this is big, I am going to peel off, I'm going to leave these pieces in while I'm adding this to my cupcake. So I'm peeling all of this off of the outline, and that is the protective paper over my double-sided foam. And now what I do is I use my finger tools here to make sure I'm hovered right over. And now I just take my fingers and I squish that all around. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pop out these larger pieces. Set those aside. And now we can fill our shaker. So I've got from button bouquet 4, I have these buttons, and I am actually just going to use the white and the clear ones. I'm going to leave the black and white ones for another time. So I'm adding the white and the clear buttons. I'm going to throw in some hearts, and then I'm also going to throw in some of the diamonds. And then I'm also using the button bouquet 4 for the top here. So I am gonna take, this color palette is just perfect with the Lucky in Love set. It just coordinates so nicely. And again, I'm gonna do some flowers, some hearts. I even love the little plaid buttons and some of the clear. This is a nice big space, so you can lay your little buttons out like this and see how it fills the section up. I want to make sure I at least have 2 of everything. And I'm going to throw in one more heart. And then with the top up here, I'm going to do some diamonds as well as some pearls. We have a runaway pearl. There we go. Hold it down while you peel this off. So I am literally using my fingernails to just make sure that is nice and secured down on my table and not moving when I'm removing the back. Now I'm gonna take my acetate piece, and you get 4 of these large acetate pieces, which is fantastic. Now because this is such a large section we're covering, I am gonna go slow. And then I took the large decorative die, and I am using some white cardstock for this. And it's really nice. I just wanted to show how simple it is to just take what's included in the kit, which is your 4 dies, your cards, your envelopes, your acetates, and your double-sided foam, to create that beautiful shaker card. And I'm just gonna take some sheer glue. And now I have my cute little cupcake where we did the double shaker, the top and the bottom, in this really elegant color palette. And now we are just gonna add a couple little goodies on here. I went ahead from foundation die number 2 and I cut out these cute little hearts, and I'm just gonna add a little adhesive and a little sheer glue. There we go. And now we are gonna do a little saying down here at the bottom of my cupcake. And we are gonna use It's a Cupcake Kinda Day. Okay, I have stamped my It's a Cupcake Kinda Day, and I'm gonna go ahead and adhere that right down here. Still letting in a little bit of that shaker detail. We're gonna add a little bit of bling. I'm gonna add a sparkle swirl. So I'm going to take my sparkle string, and this is the iridescent, and I'm going to wrap it around twice. So I just double knotted it, and I am going to snip the ends and just leave it just like that for another cute added embellishment. And there is our really fun but simple and an elegant color palette, your cupcake shaker. To get started with my next card, I have adhered, this is a 5.5 by 5.5 card base, and I went ahead and layered on the darker purple, and I cut that to 5.25 by 5.25. And then with my second sheet, out of the Lucky and Love solids. I went ahead and used from foundation die number 13. I put the burst in on the top and the bottom, so I have a cute little background for when I cupcake die on. So next, taking your large outline die, go ahead and cut out with some white cardstock, because this is going to be your foundation of where your cupcake is going to lay on your card. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. So if you lay down your white outline die, then you have a nice simple base on how to create your cupcake. So just like with the double shaker, you're going to want to start with your little cupcake base. So I went ahead and, again, using the full outline die, cut out just a piece of the black and white striped paper from the Lucky and Love. And there, now I have the bottom of my cupcake, which is not going to be a shaker on this card. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and layer on, and I cut this piece using the outline die for your cupcake frosting. All right, so now I have the base of my cupcake again, and as you can see, these are just so cute. Even if you're not making a shaker card and you just want to add a couple elements and one of the beautiful stamp sayings, your card can be simple and complete just like that. But of course, we are going to make a shaker. Again, you have 4 of your shakers per kit. Now, because we are just going to do the top, I'm simply going to trim off the frosting part of our cupcake. And now you can save this for your other cards. So I'm now going to peel that off and just go ahead and place that right over my cupcake. There we go. Once that is right over top, just push that down. And now we're going to go ahead and pop that out. And save this piece for future use as well. So now that I have that there, I'm just going to squish that down. And now we're going to fill it in. I'm going to be using what is left of my button bouquet for this one. So I'm going to put those stars in there and my flowers, which are super cute. And I really love these little plaid buttons. So fun. And then I'm also going to add some of these black and white from the other one that we didn't use as well. So I want to use some plaid, and actually I think I'm going to get rid of maybe these purples just so we have some room for the black and white. And I'm going to get rid of the heart. Okay, so we are going to go with some black and whites here. Okay, and now I'm going to add some of my clear diamonds. So what you're going to want to do is take your full sheet, because you get the whole cupcake to create your shakers within this kit. So if we're just going to be creating a shaker out of the top, I'm going to want to use my outline die for my cupcake topping there, my beautiful frosting section. And we're going to layer this on correctly, and I'm sandwiching it in between 2 pieces of computer paper before I run it through, so my acetate does not scratch. All right, so now I've run it through my die cut machine, and I've got my top plate that I just removed. Then I'm going to open up my little sandwich here, and then I'm able to just grab the top of my cupcake there. So now I'm going to remove the protective paper by holding down my card. And now I'm going to take my acetate layer that right over top. Take my frosting die, the decorative die, which is this one here. So you also get just the frosting on your cupcake. nice thin layer of our sheer glue. Okay, and now from foundation die number 2, I cut out, there's 3 little flowers in the set. So I cut out the big ones in black, and I'm gonna place one up top here. You know, you can really go over since this is on a card base, and I'm gonna place one here. I'm just adding a little sheer glue because I'm going over the acetate and my paper. So it's gonna take a second to dry. And then I'm gonna layer in my other colors. Give them a little dimension. I stamped my happy birthday sweetie on my tag, and this is from foundation die number 13 as well. And I am going to just kind of tuck that under there. And I have a little bow. Using my mini gloobers, I'm just gonna take my little bow here. Okay, so I added a little bit of my sparkle string, and I've got my flowers, and now I'm just gonna add a little bling to finish it up. And I'm gonna grab my binder here. I'm gonna take some rhinestones, and then I'm also gonna get some, now would be a perfect time to use my striped epoxy dots. So I'm gonna grab my black and white striped epoxy dots as well. Okay, so here you can see I added the epoxy dots, the striped black and white in the corners to really tie in that black and white theme. I've got my button bouquet number 4, the purples and the black and whites inside of my shaker. And a really fun overall, and you can see you've got that same cupcake kit and 2 different looks. Thanks for watching.